all of my children, to all of my children, to whom death has destroyed.
Alright. So welcome back to the streamies, everybody. We're back with more Final Fantasy XIV. Like I said last time, we're about halfway through the 7th Astral Era. Which I don't know if that means like there's just a lot left or there's a lot of cutscenes. Because we are on the Lord of 11. Which I've already passed. Shit, yeah. So we have like fucking 50 more main quests. We'll try to make as much progress as we can. So let's get in here. Where? Try to get in here and get some fucking work done. Maybe I should actually eat the lobster today. Every time I say I'm gonna eat the lobster, but I never do. I'm gonna eat this fucking lobster. Get in my belly! Alright! There you go, Kaminari. I ate the fucking lobster. Apparently it still exists there, though, so, yeah, you're gonna have to fucking fix that eventually. Alright. You gonna eat something? Gives you an experience boost. You got your choice of the Riviera Supper, the basket of steamed buns, and the grilled corn. Also, it's Valentine's Day, as you might see there. Yeah, I could do it too. I could do it too. Metal beam. Alright. Did I pick up my chocobo? Yeah, I did. Alright. So this is in Mordona. Of course it is. There is some place I want to stop real quick. You know what? No, I don't. I'll deal with that after. So yeah, Mordona. I was gonna go check on my squad in Limsa, but I'm not gonna bother. Here you are. Alright. I'm pretty sure you already activated this cutscene, so I just gotta get in there and activate it myself. Fucking, I'm all paranoid after that fucking Sonic Heroes stream. But everything working. Sonic Heroes always taking a little bit of you every time. The Lord of Leven! Bracelets. Alright, well. It's something I can actually use. Hopefully there's voice acting, and I don't have to read yet. Scions have arrived. Well, 5 of us have. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. To business, then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the Primal Ramu. Which is weird, because I always thought that Ramu was like the most level-headed, normal icon. Like, he's not gonna just go on a rampage. He should have a reason, right? I guess unless the Sylphs imagine he's violent. I'm sorry, may have? Then it's not certain. The Elder Seedseer informs us that the elements themselves murmur of the Lord of Leven's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Alright, hold on. Why is Elizabeth still here? Get her out of here. Yeah, okay, good. Forgive me, antecedent, but that fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his most bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Ramu is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. Yeah! Imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the sylphs or their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely not have escaped our notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon, you foresaw this eventuality and did not prevent it? I told Pepalmo! I suppose I could have reported things to Minfilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. No, there was lots you could do. You could have said something. You know how the sylphs feel about people poking around their territory? They already summoned Ramu once right after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came tramping through the forest. And so long as Castrum Orion stands, the sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been in the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Alda drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like the sylphs perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion and quickened their efforts to summon their god. I am put in mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for a primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Sogeth, through your dealings with the sylphs of Little Solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated with the sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? If Ramu can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since the time immemorial. But maybe this time we can... Let us continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramu's presence. The Elder Seatsir has requested your personal involvement, Sogeth. Pray report to Commander Helix at Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. Yes. Seal yourself for the worst. Why is my nose so fucking itchy today? Well, I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter. Experience suggests that we are meeting with Lord of Leven will prove less than amicable. In such an event, you fellow Scions will of course lend your whatever support you require. Request accepted. Why is my nose so itchy? The fuck? God. So Twin Adder, that's Orgodania, right? We could check and see if all the people have flooded out after the Valentine's Day event. Just doing a dance. There's a party in your pants. Alright, let's go. You'll be a dancer one day. You can stop being a bard. And you can be a dancer. We'll see how that goes. At least until you could be a pictophobic. I don't remember what the word is. Class is called. Alright. I'm not heading the right way! Wee-hee! Wahoo! Alright. First and foremost, I'm just gonna go take a look and see if the Valentine's thing is all flooded still. Just give me a sec. People still looking for love? No, it is definitely quieted down. You know what? Maybe not. Literally yesterday when we did this, it was just flooded with people because we were playing while the event started, and they just all came in at once. It was awful. I did get to see a lot of different minions, like that baby behemoth over there. An Alistair cosplay? Where? Where? This guy? This guy? Which Alistair are we talking about, by the way? Because when I hear Alistair, I think of Beautiful Joe Alistair. Wait a second, is that a fucking ruby weapon? A fucking ruby weapon from Final Fantasy VII? A fucking ruby weapon? Rubolite what? Yeah, alright, that's a ruby weapon. Next to me. Oh. See, I don't know which Alistair you're talking about. Is that a near thing? I wouldn't know. Again, I was disappointed because when you said Alistair, I was like, Beautiful Joe? How disappointed I was. Alright, let's go do plot. Let's get over here. Let's go do plot. Here next to me. Yeah, I saw him, but I don't know who Alistair is. I don't know who that is. Who is Alistair? The red guy. Yes, I know. Who is Alistair? Which Alistair are we talking about? You say it's an Alistair cosplay. Who the fuck is Alistair? Who's Alistair? Who's Alistair? Just watch Has Been Hotel. Right, okay. I see. I have not watched Has Been Hotel because I do not have Amazon Prime, so fuck it. How dare you? How dare you? Probably should. I mean, a lot of the people who worked on it are people I fucking followed back in the day. Should have been the Beautiful Joe Alistair. Still salty. Sogeth of the Scions, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of a primal is ever cause for alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I know of none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. No Peloton for you. I guess not. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seedseer, however, would speak with you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray make your way to Nofika's altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the Lotus Stand. What? Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna have to actually, like, fly on over to... What is it, Central Gridania? No, we're going to the secret society. Yeah, their scions have arrived already. Great. Elder Seedseer, what the fuck? I thought Ramu was wise! Picking a fight with me? How dare he? Beat his ass! Old man!
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty.
Hold on, I also have to check something. We were talking about voice actors all fucking last time. She's voiced by Cindy Robinson. I'm sure I recognize. Cindy Robinson. Oh, Cindy Robinson. She's Amy Rose. Why, Amy Rose, of course. She's Amy Rose. She's a bunch of Bleach characters. Everybody's a fucking Bleach voice actor. Jesus Christ. Amy. Oh, she played Ken in Labrys. Okay. Neat. Alright, well that explains a lot. That's where I recognize her from. Anime.
I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest.
Yes, but why? Why?
Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin.
So then who the fuck summoned him?
Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands.
Oh, well, you know what? That makes sense.
Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelves Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a Primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations.
I mean, I assume I'm gonna
The
get there and
Twelves Wood
everything's
has
gonna go
suffered
to
enough.
shit.
Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Yes. Yes. I just want to fight Odin.
You
I'm gonna
have
be
my
honest.
thanks.
Fighting Odin seems like a lot of work.
Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin.
Gotta find fucking Lord of
An ill
Odin.
wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands Vaorzia shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Okay. And then they just boot me out to Old Gridania. Alright. Oh, you're waiting for me. Alright, so where are we going? Oh, of course. This is the Central Shroud. It's always the Central Shroud. What it is, I don't like Gridania. I don't like it. I don't know why I activated that either. It's just fucking trees! How interesting! I'm a seas man myself. Wait a second. Wait a second. You mean there's a blue thing over here? You mean there's a blue thing over here? Where? Oh. Oh, that's my stupid mission I've been holding on to for weeks. Let me just get this out of the way. Speak with... It's fucking... Ugh. Good. Get that shit off of me. God, it's been bugging me. Token of the Scions, I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the primal Ramu himself. An unenviable task, but one for which I have no doubt you are well suited. I've been told that the fellow Scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak, that we might ascertain the location where the Lord of Levin may be found. Would ask that you abide here until they return with their findings. Great. This one. That's Levin and impression. Boo. That's Ramu. I was told that a messenger would be sent as soon as your fellow Scions finish their investigation. I do not imagine it will be much longer. They're all fucking dead! This one returns and returns with good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching and have wisely identified the precise location where the touched ones summoned Lord Ramu. Your timing is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good man to his fellow Scions? It would be this one's pleasure, Walking One. Please come with us. Come with this one. And now we're going to engage in a Lost Forest section where everything's awful and everything sucks. Play in this fucking river. Oh, things got real dark and spooky real quick. Gee, I wonder where they're summoning Ramu! I wonder where they're summoning Ramu! Anyway. Wise ones have ventured deep, deep within Sylph's lands. These ones must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for touched ones. Why did we stop? Why did we stop? We could have just flown there. Where are my friends, Maxio? This one is most sorry, but this one can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Ramu, and this one may turn mean and nasty like touched ones. And so this one must say farewell for now. Walking One will find wise ones not far from here. To the south. Go in safety, Walking One. To the south. Oh, Ramu! What the fuck? Ah, for fuck's sakes! Everywhere you go, you attract trouble. So it's actually you. I am relieved. For a moment, I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded Sylph tricksters. I swear with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics. It's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on Yustola's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up. Wait, are these actually them then, or are these sylphs? That's quite enough, Pepalmo. My apologies, it's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I've finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I'm pleased to say I've reached an undisputable conclusion, in wit that Ramu was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's aetherite. Come, Sogat, the Lord of Levin awaits! How am I supposed to know that they aren't just tricksters themselves? Eh? Oh, Ramu! Why are they making Zelda fairy sounds? Sid?
Ainora betrays thee, servant of hiding.
Sid? Sid, is that you? Please, come back to me! I miss you so! Ah, there he is. Alright, guys. Let's beat this old man's ass. Many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old
Thou
man?
art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest.
Wish the lighting was a little better on him.
Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Yes.
The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Gridanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
Yes. Oh god, my heart.
Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee.
I'm here to get you inside me, old man.
Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou
good.
survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, Know that all men shall perish in the
Oh,
storm
good.
of my judgment.
Oh, good. Man, I really wish this lighting was better!
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Good.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
Why is he being sneaky?
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Yes. How bad could it possibly be? The striking tree! Alright, we have to read this up. I don't want another Leviathan. FF14, the striking tree. What's happening behind me? Oh, okay. Let's see. Alright, through this trial, Ramu will use powerful lightning attacks that will incapacitate you and your party members. Unlike other trials, Ramu does not move from the center of the arena and must be tanked here. Luckily, Ramu does not possess any cleaving attacks that will damage players who stand in front of him, so feel free to strike from any angle. Orbs. After certain lightning strikes, an orb will be left behind. You can gather up to 3 of these to grant the special buff. Electroconductivity. This will be used for a few different mechanics through the fight. Be sure to pay attention to where the orbs are and if you need to grab any. If you gather more than 3 orbs at a time, you will be debuffed with static condensation, which will reduce healing given and received for a set number of times. Alright. So there's going to be a bunch of orbs in this fight. Do not grab more than 3. That is very important. Additionally, any orbs that are left on the ground will provide Ramu with a damage buff. Stay on top of picking these up, but be sure to leave a few around for when you'll need them later. Phase 1. All through the fight, Ramu will target random players. Okay. Okay. Alright, well. In other words, I'll die no matter what happens. Well, do your best to not die. How about that? I was complaining last time how I wanted to fight Ramu, and I fucking got it. Let's see how that fucking goes. This weird Kingdom Hearts music. Well, I know, right? Yeah. Well, like last time, this might take fucking like 10-15 minutes to get a goddamn Leviathan fight, so guess I'll sit here and read what these phases are gonna do. Okay, so phase 1, Ramu will access Thunderstorm. All throughout the fight, Ramu will target random players with a Thunderstorm. This attack is a small area of effect centered around each player and does a small amount of damage over a short delay. After a short delay. There will also be a few Thunderstorms that do not target any player and instead remain stagnant in the air. After dealing damage, these instances of Thunderstorms will leave behind an orb. Thunderspark. This attack will deal damage in a circle around Ramu. Avoid this attack by moving away from Ramu when he begins to cast Thunderspark. Chaotic Strike. Ramu will apply the Terror debuff on 2 players that do not have top enmity. These players will be unable to take action for around 40 seconds. To save these players, when you are targeted by Thunderstorm, stand near them to shock them out of their terror. Okay. Additionally, you can save yourself from Chaotic Strike by running near Ramu when he casts it, ensuring you are hit by Thunderspark shortly after. Only do this if you are full or almost full health, as Thunderspark will do a sizable amount of damage. Shock Strike. Ramu will target main tank, then deal an AoE attack centered around them. This attack does high damage but can be avoided by building up 3 stacks of electroconductivity before you are struck with it. Tanks will be able to survive this attack, but Shock Strike can be deadly to other jobs. If you are targeted with it, ensure you are away from other players. Alright. At 65% health, Ramu will summon 3 Grey Arbiters around the arena. These enemies will chain lightning between themselves, resulting in a moderate amount of damage. These enemies must be killed quickly before Ramu uses Judgment Bolt. Judgment Bolt. This is Ramu's signature move and will deal damage to all players according to how much Grey Arbiters are still alive. If the party manages to kill all 3, this attack will be easily survived. However, if even 1 Grey Arbiter is still alive, expect to receive heavy damage from Judgment Bolt. After Ramu uses this attack, the fight will move to phase 2. Alright. So when 3 Grey enemies pop up, Grey Arbiters, we need to kill them or else we get wiped. Much like Leviathan all over again. Phase 2 will begin after Ramu casts Judgment Bolt. This phase is relatively similar to the first half of the fight, but there are a few changes that you will need to be aware of. First of all, the orb mechanic will become slightly more important with the introduction of the Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder! Ramu will create a lightning chain between 2 players that will inflict the debuff causality. If this debuff is not removed, both players will take continuous damage and receive damage every time they use an action. This effect can be removed by having 1 tethered player gather 3 stacks of electroconductive. Okay. Orbs are going to be very important in this fight. Additionally, every so often Ramu will spawn a single Grey Arbiter. This enemy does not precede a Judgment Bolt, but should be dealt with to avoid unnecessary damage. Other than that, this fight will continue as much like the... Okay. So watch out for Grey Arbiters. Take those out as soon as they spawn. Just watch out for Ramu's lightning attacks. And if you get targeted by stuff, grab orbs. But make sure you only grab 3. Any more and you'll get a debuff. Yeah, it's literally Leviathan all over again. I don't want to be the, You know what? I could probably be the main tank. If all my job is to literally just not get my fucking team killed by that one attack that targets me. I can do that. It'll be a fucking while though. Less than 5 minutes, huh? Elapsing 6 at this point. Hey! How bad could it possibly be? As long as we kill the Arbiters, This shouldn't be too bad. Ahoy hoy. Ramu, you old fuck, get down here. Are we gonna get a banger? Give me a banger. Yeah, there he is. How bad could it possibly be? Oh, good, not EX. Oh, the lyrics have started. Alright, fuck it, I'll be main tank. Oh! 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 Just... Oh! Lord! Alright, well, so far so good. We just have to pay attention for the Grey Arbiters that spawn. Just pay attention for the Arbiters. Oh. Arbiters? Oh yeah, Grey Arbiters! Alright, kill the Arbiters! Very important! Kill these fucking Arbiters! Could maybe use some help killing this Arbiter. Oh lord. Alright, is that all of them? Alright, hey! Judgment Bolt! Is gonna hurt everyone! Oh, that wasn't so bad. Alright, so just watch out for, Holy thunder. Alright, grab the orbs. Grab the orbs. 1, 2, 3. My judgment is nigh to me! What? Oh, Arbiter. Alright, well this isn't so bad. Cover makes, you can't cover Terrier, by the way. Alright. Enough forever terror. I think I'm doing my job fine. I don't know. That touch. Song's alright. Not my bad. Oh, it's so bad. Hey, look at that. Ramu defeated. Easy peasy. Ramu, that was nothing. Maybe if the team didn't know about the Grey Arbiters and we wiped, that could have been a problem. But other than that, it wasn't so bad. Player commendation. Alright. So where are you going? Oh, you're looking at the stuff. Yeah, there's no chest. We just get the stuff, I think. That was so bad. Fuck you, Ramu.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
Oh, you had friends! You beat my ass with 8 people! I take it back! Get inside me, old man. Get in my belly.
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The
Oh
task
boy.
of
Oh yeah, you missed
exciting
it.
The sin that hath taken root in man's heart is
It,
thine.
honestly wasn't too bad. Leviathan wasn't all that bad either, but it seems like as long as you know what the gimmick is about to be, like, oh, fucking kill the Arbiters, or make sure to kill the Orbs and Leviathan, raids aren't so bad.
Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them.
Not to mention the...
Man is to be delivered from the dark. It shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
And these have been heavily nerfed as well. Don't say that. Don't say that. I guess that one wasn't also as bad because, hey, the tank really didn't have a pivotal role in this. It's not like that fucking crystal raid where it's like, my job is very important and I am fucking it up. Why are you here?
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one.
He chose violence. This is what he gets.
In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Yes. Yes. That wasn't so bad. Wasn't so bad at all. And you didn't even die, I think. How does it feel not dying during a raid? Perfect? Yeah. It's faster to just, whatever, we'll just teleport. Bleh. Please, can we get out of Gridania? Unless we're fighting Odin, I don't want to be in Gridania anymore. I don't think we're going to be fighting Odin. Fuck was that? I heard a scary sound back there. Sogath, you have returned! Dare I ask how Ramu received your visit? Ah, he's dead! I killed him. I beat that old man's ass. He challenged you to a test of arms! It is well then that you have some experience in such matters. The peoples of Gridania and Little Solace will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Levin has accepted you as the forest champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty this day, Sogath. The Elder Seedseer must be informed of your deeds at once. What little gods are made of tiny little minion gods. Guess what? We are going back. No! No! The Elder Seer will wish to hear of your experiences firsthand. Pray return to Gridania and make directly for the Lotus Stand. The Conjurer of Nofika's altar will be expecting you. Fare you well, Sogeth. I don't want to go back to Gridania anymore, please. I hate it there. There's fucking bugs everywhere. Worst you have to worry about with the sea is that, oh, everything's salty. Wait. I don't recognize it. Yeah, I don't recognize it. Maybe it's something obvious, but my brain's just not putting the pieces together. Shit, I should have just teleported. I should have just teleported! Now I have to run past this giant group of Valentine's people! Happy Valentine's Day! Wow, the herd is really fucking slimmed over there. Teleport. Teleport. Did you spike it? What the fuck is going on? Did you spike it? Is somebody getting roofied down there? Oh no! I thought Final Fantasy XIV was a sacred, nice place! So for the Lalafels.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this.
Honestly, that was one of the easier fights. Don't worry about it.
I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
I beat his ass.
Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest.
So this is all this fault. Got
As
it.
the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off.
There's bugs in my hair. Hurrah.
On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
It'll definitely help. There's no reason I should be doing literally everything.
Lord Ramuh has departed, Yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Fucking Odin's out here! He's doing crazy shit! Somebody needs to deal with it! Please! Palimo. Thus ends another daunting mission, eh, Sogeth? I'd hoped the Lord Ramu could be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless I can only admire the adroitness with which you responded to the Primal's sudden challenge. And it seems that... fucking... Urangir... Uranje... Fucking, why can't I remember? Uranje was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Sogeth? Shall we gather back at the Rising Stones and ponder the lessons of the day? Right. Fucking look at Tifa there. A little bouncing act. When do I get my fucking wind-up chocobo, huh? This is bullshit. Internet died for a minute. Oh. Welcome back, Sogeth. I would fain share news of mine own. Has gone offline. Oh, there you go. But Uranje's discovery must take precedent. Upon witnessing your defeat of Lord of Leven, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. Yes, let's.
If everyone is ready, let us begin.
Finally, we're getting to a point where there's more voice acting! Thank God!
Urianger, the floor is yours.
Urianger. Whoever wrote Urianger on Reddit. Garbage. Urianger. This is a very important cutscene if memory serves me right. Yeah? Somebody gonna die?
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white,
Elidibus. And Leviabetus.
Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
Darn. And destroying things is all I know.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension.
Yeah. Are we gonna get these guys fucking absorbed by their primal? And that will kill them?
The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
Nah, man, kill them and then let them summon Bahamut. That will kill them. And us, probably.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic.
So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Yashtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
Get your textbooks out. Oh, fucking yeah, we are. Oh, yeah, we are.
What some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm.
Okay.
In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
It's the circle of life, baby.
'Tis as the
Literally.
heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls.
Also, what is that
Twixt this
real
world
picture
and the
back there?
next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
It's basically how this world works. This explains, like, the rest of the game. Like, how the world works, I mean. Okay. I mean, I could kind of piece that together. Kind of. If writ.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape.
So they're not real. They're phantoms.
Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
Wait, isn't that a bad thing, then? That the primal energy is flowing back into the ethereal realm?
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Because it never dies. Yeah. I guess that would explain why they're considered gods.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
Yeah.
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth a distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them.
These Kingdom Hearts sound effects are,
The
fucking
Asians took
sending me.
control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
How are everybody
am
getting
sorry,
into
my
this
friend.
fucking scene?
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Asians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Again, the budget for these cutscenes. We've never had a cutscene like this before.
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady.
Seems like A Realm Reborn just tried to do everything they could just to have all the cutscenes performed in the same just gameplay manner. But now, you know, they're getting a little artistic with it. Showing off what they can do.
Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
They're like, damn, we got the go-ahead for the expansion. Fucking get in there. I can't wait to see how better it gets. And it better. The fucking money that FF14 gets.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final
Antecedent?
matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian.
Antecedent? Oh, okay.
Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Oh my god. This is very close to organization. Turn the room white and make those chairs Organization 13. The Lord of Levin is returned to the Aether, as was Leviathan before him. Ramuh's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Warl, and Levin all have been humbled by the Bringer of Light. The limitless potential of man, Heidelin's servant, grows mightier by the day. Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. Yet even as it enervates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted to forge the final key. And that is the task to which we bend our every effort. Is that their master? I can't really tell. Probably not. Divine seeds were ever wont to quicken in Eorzea's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hand shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. Chaos? Bahamut? Is Chaos even in Final Fantasy XIV? Or was Chaos just dealt with at some point in the Final Fantasy XIV or the Final Fantasy universe? Guardian of Eorzea. Now the matter of Ramu has for the present been put to rest. There's something I would show you, Sogeth. It's a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. It mentions, in particular, the names of all the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Mogul Mog the 12th. I don't know if he was technically a primal, but whatever. Leviathan, and now Ramu. Needless to say, there is only one among our number to have faced them all. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel that they were meant for you above all others. I too must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Sogeth, and Eorzea is that much safer for your presence. Can I get like a Hot Springs episode? To relax or something? Pray do not misunderstand me. I say safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ashians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would fucking foment strife on his own. And that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too will return to plague us again and again and again. Well, we will get one if we have to do it ourselves. We already missed the beach episode. We're gonna fucking make a Hot Springs episode. Just gonna transform the entire house into a hot spring. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow. And there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace, we owe in no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf, and the people who have won over to our causes in so doing. Our list of enemies has ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the sylphs of the Little Solace, who wish naught of conflict. Of the Alamegans and the Domans who stand with us, determined to halt the dread march of the Empire. And then there is Sid and the Fellowship of Noah, racing to unlock the mysteries of ancient Alag, that we might be spared the horror of another Ultima weapon. See, but now I understand how good Sid in Final Fantasy XVI is. Now our Final Fantasy XIV Sid is just not as good, man. Final Fantasy XVI Sid is just, he's the best. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow Scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Ashians. And combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm... There is more quests with Sid, so he can still grow on you. But you say that like Final Fantasy XVI Sid is just not always going to be better. What could Final Fantasy XIV Sid possibly do? Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming. Antecedent. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Well, 16's probably better. I mean, all you have to do is give Final Fantasy XIV Sid 16's voice, and everything's fixed. Like, a big part of why 16 Sid is so good is his fucking voice. Ooh. Oh, Alf, you're here too. Didn't you get stabbed or something? Alphanod! I take it the troubles in all do. Bleh. Bleh, I'm thinking too much of Final Fantasy 16 Sid. My brain's all fucking... Ooh. I take it the troubles in Alda no longer require your attention. Ah, shit's fucked. There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report such that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. I have a message for you from You recall the refugee girl? The one whose parents were missing? They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass on her thanks to you. Oh. I was sure they were going to be dead. Why, Alphanod, am I to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Run, Alf. Run. That was a trap card. You triggered it! Sogeth, you have been away from Revenant's Toll for some time now, I believe. Might I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side for the moment and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Which reminds me, one of the Doman children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozan was his name. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Why not oblige him with the benefit of your... All this fucking Marauder experience, and for what? Level 60? Was level 60 the original level cap? Am I about to finally hit the original level cap? Look, it's Mr. Sogeth. 50 was the original level cap. Oh, well, fucking far surpassed it then. Probably why all these missions just honestly require us to be level 50, it seems. It's Master Sogeth. He's back from his adventure. 60 was for Heavensward. Oh, well, we're a little ahead of schedule, aren't we? We heard you were off fighting primals and that there's some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our very own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all the Domans. Oh, do you think you could train us today, Mr. Sogeth? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals. What's all this commotion, then? Please, please take them. Wait, who the fuck are you guys? Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coltonet. Am I supposed to remember these guys? I don't remember these guys at all. Were they from the beginning of Realm Reborn? There was a bunch of side characters that they kept showing us that never went anywhere. Did you know that Master Sogeth is back? So it would seem. Welcome home, Sogeth, my companion and I, but recently became full members of the Scions. I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. Well, I thought the 7 Scions were 7 Scions. If anybody can be a Scion, well then we're not very special, are we? I am known as Hoary Boulder. They've been in the background in the 2 bases as NPCs like the whole game, but you never had to talk with them. Oh, that makes sense. Hoary Boulder definitely sounds a little familiar. And this bookish fellow is Coltonet. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the art of combat. I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not younglings anymore. We are adventurers. We were just asking Mr. Sogeth if he could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt some monsters alongside him, don't you? See, I'm looking at this guy and I'm looking at his hair. I'm like, that would probably be all right, Frankie hair. Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter-proposal. If I were to cross swords with Sogeth... What if I were to cross swords with Sogeth? A demonstration of skill at arms, if you will. Hori, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Ah ha ha! Well, mayhaps I am! But what matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you, Sogeth? Would you consent to spar with me? Amazed they didn't drop this part from the main story. Fucking well, then that just tells me this is gonna be bad. Hurrah! We have a tournament. Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing. You beat this guy's ass. Do try not to disappoint them. Have faith, Coltonet. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. Fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Next thing you know, he's going to be throwing bombs. And cheating to win. Much like, what's his name? Leviabetus. Good old Leviabetus. Kept you waiting, huh? You were waving at people, I guess. Alright, Alright, well, let's go beat his ass. Let's go beat his ass. Let's go teach this motherfucker not to mess with the Scions. He'll never be a Scion. Oh, the brick wall that is me here. Hoary Boulder. It was good of you to agree to this, Sogeth. I trust you are ready to begin. Level sync back to 50. Oh, that's bullshit! Alright. Goodbye for now. I'll see you after this fight, if you survive. Fucking level 50. Bullshit. Not that I've learned any new skills since then. Very well, let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer. I like that they also changed the lighting, so it's not purple everywhere. Ahem, Hori, are you certain you wish to fight him alone? That is Sogeth you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Sogeth to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade's work. That's bullshit. Hello! You haven't begun yet, have you? Are we actually going to start a whole fucking tournament? Yida! Who are these people? When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find, though you thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Yes, and there are still more to come, which I mentioned Sogeth's name. The reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems but a sickly shade in comparison. You'd best claim victory, Bringer of Light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake. Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. Oh, you're fucked now. You can win, Mr. Boulder. Oh, you're fucked now. We shall soon see. On your guard. Fucking...
Kept you waiting, huh?
Okay, hold on here. Oh, jeez. What a good time for that. Just give me a sec. Oh, thank you for the raid, Lilat. Oh, did he die already? What's up, Lilat? How you doing? How you doing, baby? This guy's like a mix of Ganondorf and Groose? Barely touched this guy. Alright, I'm gonna beat this guy. Die. Or Boulder and Colt in it. Wow, these guys are nothing. This is what we're filling. This is what we're filling the Scions with. Little garbage. Is that it? Get the kids in here. I want to hit them too. Get in here, get in here, children. Oh. Oh, big man. Big man. Not done with silent. Let's choose a sub scenario. Type to stream anything else. SH2. You're not talking about Silent Hill 2, are you? SH2. Bingo. Alright, well. Cleared in 50 minutes. Too tired to stream anything else. Well, just means you're ready for the remake, aren't you? That good-looking remake, huh? You've bested me. Huh, I yield. No, I'm not done. That was incredible. You beat them both at the same time. The fuck is this guy? Cloud? Claude? We knew you couldn't lose, Sogeth. None can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea. Now I see why they send you to deal with the primals. I've much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same. Oh, I'm not done. Get up. Pick it up. I've tasted blood. I can't stop. I'm too old to risk having expectations. Fucking fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, the Resident Evil remakes are superb. But from what I've seen of Silent Hill 2 remake, yeah, maybe not. Impressive as always, Sogeth. 'Tis ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. Especially when the people making it don't want to make psychological horror games, and they are in charge of the most important psychological horror game. And judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea, yes, that is a most fitting title. Good, give me the title, so I can equip it. Do you recall when we first met? It was at the memorial service for the Battle of Carteneau. Yeah, you were a little shit. You're still a little shit, Alf. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why Grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded. And yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The Legatus' single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for a desire to continue Grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. 'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. Also, what race is Elf? Is he just a normal elf? He's a lot shorter than all the other elves we've seen. I mean, he's a boy. He's a twink race. Unique to him. 'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people, these wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for these inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish. A wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of guardian of Eorzea and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by Scions of the Seventh Dawn alone. No, what is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Ashians is a new expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. Outer Heaven. If you wish to aid me in the building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Yes. Did you win? Did you win? Are you still in the fight? Oh no, yeah, she's watching the cutscene. Alright, so yeah, what the fuck is this? Not that we can see it very clearly, but what the fuck is that? Is that Leviathan? His corpse? Is it... Well, it's not Bahamut, because Bahamut's not snake-like. But imagine that's like an old corpse of... Well, no, that can't be Leviathan, because as we've learned, when primals get defeated, they don't leave anything behind. So what the fuck is that? I've not had any answers to it. Yeah, you're gonna want to teleport to Mordona. Unless you're already in here, which you might be. There is a cutscene where a while ago, I think, of the dragons fighting the giant airship, I think, was. Oh. Fucking, I barely remember that. Dicks, butts. Elf. Thank you for coming, Sogeth. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. That's basically what remains. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. Only if I get to name it. Recruiting the realm. This is now the second squad I'm going to be in charge of. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th Astral Era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land, and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Outer Heaven! Yet while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of this formation have become the source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. Will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. 'Tis my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what we can achieve. With this new company under the Scion's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing our formidable talents. The goals of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor to the true border-spanning Grand Company, 'tis yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on my journey. Attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratical formalities. Yes. Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the bringer of light and his discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Linsa Laminsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. Fucking... This is going to be a repeat of the beginning of the game when we went to each Grand Company and they gave the speeches before we joined them. A long-ass time ago. Round 2. We're going to hear the exact same speeches, but they're going to end with again at the very end. Oh, boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Howdy. Howdy, stranger. I guess we're off to Limsa Laminsa. Okay. Sorry, ma'am. I will get outside of you. And before we go to the thing, I need to check something. At the aft castle. Just give me a sec. Did I do the weekly hunt? I need to know. Yes, I did. Alright. Neat. Oh, you're doing the hunts. Yes, I am. How else am I supposed to get a succubus? Oh, and my squadron is successful. Ah! Let's see here. The recruits appear to have carried out their task in a sufficiently competent manner. You'd be surprised at how many privates managed to lose their way in a simple patrol route. Unlocking all this shit was a little rough, though. Having to do all of the, I've never unlocked the squadron. Yeah. Having to do all of the hunting log and then, you know, upgrade yourself up the ranks. It's a lot. Let's see here. The recruits appear to have carried out their task. Yeah. In case a small success like this improves. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know exactly what I get out of squadrons. Is this just essentially the retainer system again? You decide that your squadron skills could use some sharpening. Check the regiment board. Okay. Basically. Yeah, except look at all these fucking losers. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why are you so tired? Where's that new shithead I recruited? This guy. Look at this shithead. Alright, well, I'll deal with that later. I just wanted to check to make sure it was done. Yeah, because you basically have to promote yourself all the way to the top. Which is a lot of work, honestly. A lot of hunting. Just don't get me wrong, it's good for experience, but it's a lot of hunting. What is that? The fuck is that? Alright, well, we'll never know. Outer P. Let's unlock some stuff. Like, you can get the glam prisons from the vendor there. Oh. Elf. Ah, there you are. I'm ready to ascend to the bridge and speak with Admiral Blofiswim. Well, the Admiral and I are finalizing permissory boundaries. Fucking Christ. Signing parchments. I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I've, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant to the opportunity. As for potential members, 'tis of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't range in the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. I'm assuming these are going to be just scripted people. I'm not just actually finding people and be like, yeah, you're part of the team. Get in here. Yeah. Triple triad's not allowed. Oh, the thief that was hanging up here, right. Hey, buddy. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity. I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens, well, know that there's a time to act and a time to watch. I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. Alright. We're not going to recruit anybody, are we? Literally nobody. I really need to figure out where my next warrior missions are. Master Alphinaud's new organization. Yes, I heard the formation of his trial company was in the offing. 'Tis with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsa Laminsa must needs receive my full attention. Yeah, I figured. I figured. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. That's just, all right. Usually it runs automatically, but I guess not. All right. Wow, these triple triad rules are sure are strict, huh? Not lots of triple triad in hallways? That's bullshit. Oh, there's another Valentine's thing over here. Alright. A lot of work. Literally every part of Limsa Lominsa. Holy shit. Yeah, this fucking place that nobody comes to. Do I even want this guy? Well, if it ain't Sogeth, I'd not forgot a venturer brave enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Riol, don't you? Formerly the Company of Heroes. 3 whistles at Bronze Lake. Aye, it ain't often I drag me arse out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How fare ye these days? You're looking to put together a new crew? Top to your work, huh? Sounds like a right lark, it does. Alrighty, lad, count me in. The heroes may've gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into me grave just yet. Alright. We got Pirate Claude. Our Pokemon collection is going very, very slowly. Yeah. Okay, I should probably use these Aethernet things. Why would the goddamn Guildmaster join us? A precursor to a United Eorzean Grand Company. While I do admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Naldic and Vimillies keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to be traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armorer, however, I would be willing to accept some special commissions. Noted. Fucking noted. Don't tell me we're gonna do this in in each big city. In Alda and Gridania too. Ah, Pirate Lady! Yes, yes! Who in the bloody else do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking on that dandy Carvalian's door. Good talk. Thank you, ma'am. Single tier. That just looks like a crumpled mess of flesh on the floor. Oh wait, I was supposed to meet him at the airship landing. Alf! Sogeth, your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa Lominsa. Ah, a member of the legendary Company of Heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seatseer proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nofika's altar. Great, Nofika's altar. We're really gonna go through every area, aren't we? Meadow beam! Oh, alright. We're gonna teleport to the Conjurer's Guild. My audience with Elder Seatseer is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more see the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. they really could have cut this out. They really could have cut all this out, you know? It is not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited. This company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Fucking yikes. Now we're gonna go recruit the achievement guy. At least reduce the number you have to talk to. Boy, howdy. Just put in a cutscene of like, oh yeah, we're just talking to a bunch of people. Or have Alphanaut be like, do you remember anybody that might be, might want to join our cause? And you'll be like, oh yeah, there was that guy way at the beginning of the game. Or that butler. This fucking butler. You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions. I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young master, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. Yeah. Trust me, I remember him. The triple triad! Dissension plus? What? Cards rank decreases in proportion to the number of cards of the same type already played. If a card is played 2 or more... Oh boy, yeah, this... Oh, this is not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Fuck is this garbage I've fucking stuck myself into? What have I done? What a fool! Yeah. Wow. It's like walking up to a guy and being like, hey, you want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh? And he's like, oh, only with my bullshit rules. No. Alian. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back gives up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry. We were just... Oh, Sogeth, isn't it? It has been some time since our paths crossed outside the Copper Bell mines. Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. Mother Mione tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome Black Wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of your new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it! It's the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. Why don't we try recruiting that, what was it? Those adventurers whose tank got fucking murdered? And they blamed the healer, I think? Because of course they do. That's just how fucking MMOs go. Why don't we recruit those guys? Probably need a team. Oh, fucking... Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Oh, it's this fuck! It's the guy who, tricked us into Ifrit. Could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, The man whose crimes you exposed. It was a whaler. And a regular patron at fucking Buscarin's. Guess now I remember. Shithead. Well, of course you do. I'm beginning to wonder if Gaul had changed me more than I realized. Not that I have any particular wish to be recognized after my shameful conduct. Less said about my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, yeah? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? As matter stands, the Wood Whalers will have not more to do with me. This may be just the second chance I was looking for. Revenants told you, say, I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this, I promise you. I'm a changed man. Yeah, I doubt that. Yeah, I doubt that. Highly doubt that. Speak with Alphanaut at the airship landing. How she got far ahead of me, I have no idea. Alf. He must be below? Above? Below. Kept you waiting, huh? What news, Sogeth? For my part, the Elder Seats here was more amendable to our requirements. Well, Tofu got a mild cold and got Griff sick. They are both very healthy and on medication now. Just a bunch of snot coming out of their noses, really. But with Griffin, they wanted to take some x-rays, and there was nothing wrong in his lungs or anything, but the x-rays did show that Griff has severe arthritis in his back. Doesn't cause him any pain, but he is an old boy now. Ugh, fucking, yeah, I would imagine. You got him in what? 2012? 2013? Around there? He is 12. Yeah, so about there. While we were in high school. He is an old man. Might not be too much a fan of the cold these days. But you're saying that Tofu got Griff sick. Does that mean Tofu and Griff are at least hanging out? Griff's not like, what is this? No thanks. What news, Sogeth, for my part? Yeah, on Saturdays. That's good. They're being friendly. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer. Our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Oh, doggo. Shall we strike into Aldan whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. It fucking... I can see that a lot of this 7th Astral era is gonna be... Not Mordona. Is gonna be just a lot of fluff. Well, Griffin and Peach want nothing to do with Puppy Tofu. They are like, I'm too old for you. You fuck off, child. Yeah, I can imagine. But Tofu's like, he's a pug. There's going to be a point where he's like, oh, fuck off. I just want to sleep all day. All day, every day. That energy will soon be gone. Why here, Alf? I can't wait for that. You can just sling him in a backpack with a bubble on it. You're teleporting to the Chamber of Rule. This whole part is just a lot of talking. A lot of fluff! Alda, the Gilded City, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. A very good plot and lore is established here. Oh. Just for us to, I assume, go to a different continent in the new expansions. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning our recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Spoilers. Let us meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Sogeth. Lots of plot. Lots of plot. I mean, from the opening of Heaven's... or not Heavensward. Shadowbringers? No, not Shadowbringers. Stormblood. It's like, wow! We are now in China/Japan. Oh, for fuck's sakes. These ones are really spread out. I teleported to the Gladiators Guild. You can teleport really anywhere on this floor. Wait, you're the man who came to Little Alamico, looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Any road, that disaster really got me thinking about our homeland and about the outsiders who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worldly man. So here I am, a new company of champions, and you say it will take me to all corners of the realm? Oh, this guy. Bleh. Sounds exactly like the opportunity I need, and don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. Prepared myself to fight the evil I know is out there. Was that the little shit who wasn't following the old man's orders in the desert? It was the kid that was tricked by... Yeah, that guy. Why do I remember these guys? They are literally nothing. They are literally like 4 or 5 minutes of screen time and then they're gone forever. And they're not even like unique character models. They're just built off of the created character. I shouldn't be remembering them. You'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin. By syndicate coin. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Honestly, a lot of the losers we're recruiting are losers. We're filling our ranks with goobers. Company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Alright. Don't even know why I tried. Distraught lass. Taking the red. Oh, is this what I need to become a red mage? Yeah. Wait, that's all I need to do to become a red mage? Is just beat this thing and I can be a red mage? Wow. Alright. Wow. I thought it'd be a lot harder than that. You can be a samurai as well. Just like that? I assume that's available once we hit what? Stormblood? I'm also assuming it's going to be a little more involved to become a Dark Knight. Oh, yeah, nice jacket. It's not just going to be like, hey, find a random person. No, the quest is at level 50 and the guy's somewhere here. For Sam. Oh. I assumed I'd have to wait all the way till Stormblood for that. So is it not the same for Dark Knight, or is he probably in the new region? I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some new fashion manner of propositioning a lady? I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady's already spoken for. Good day to you, sir. Okay. I'm sorry. Do stop yelling. Please stop. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perchance? I am... Okay, that's the lady, I think, that we saved in the desert. When we were trying to convince Sid that he was Sid. See, folks hated that you had to be at the Heavensward to play the classes, so after it, every expansion, new classes are just in the main through... Okay. Well, that's pretty good. So if I wanted to just be a samurai, I could just be a samurai. I don't have to wait till later on. Orsan, the Church of Saint Adama Ladama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion, Thancred, wasn't it? Ah, 'tis new companions you seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force of good. My place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Fucking Christ! Get me out of here! Elf, no more talking! Please let the budget come back. If I didn't know any better, I'd assume they're trying to pad out the time. As MMOs do, you see. Ugh. I fared you, Sogeth. What hidden gems did the streets of Alda offer up to your unrelenting gaze? Epididapado. A single Alamigan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Sogeth. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. Yes. Yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana has graced my trial company with her blessing. Our first wave of recruitment is over. The documents signed and the finances secure. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the Syndicate's involvement? As was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of the contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. As for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for united Eorzea. Okay. Please just get me out of here. Oh, cutscenes. Oh, budget. Why are you out here? The slightest wind will take you away.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
Alfino?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience. Since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
$20 is $20.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'Dan law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
Well, what's the point of being queen if you can't fucking use your authority for anything?
Treason, and yet we can do nothing?
It's bullshit. I thought the queen was supposed to be above the law!
Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Wow, actual tears in a cutscene? That's crazy.
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Wow, anyway. Alright, I guess we're back to Mordona. Wow, you timed that real well. The calculations were impeccable. Alright, Alf. No more talking, please. That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. Fuck you, Alf! I did most of the work! But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all of our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Sogeth. I'm certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Done with one duty and into the other, huh? Heretical harassment. Greetings, Sogeth. Alphinaud tells me that all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. Yeah, all of this was patch content. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating, so it's basically trying to just use as much of the game's, the base game's assets. That's why there's like one raid and talking. They're trying to squeeze out as much of the base game's assets before they have to start making new ones. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alphanod to see that it is all in readiness. So I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slathborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there is aught he requires? Blah. There's so much talking. When do we get the freaking guns? What can I do for you, Sogeth? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of Scions. I barely noticed your recruits arrived. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, 'tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Slathborn, the shipment! We couldn't! Gods, woman, what befell? We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. There's not to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to the wounded. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House 4 Temps, we collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood, I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Sogeth, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House 4 Temps? I will be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are too far important to risk half measures. Yes. Thank you for your understanding. I am certain Lord Harchefont will be glad of your assistance. And back to fighting brigands! How the mighty has very quickly fallen! Okay, I'm just gonna teleport to Camp Dragonhead, I guess. Oh, there you are. How did I miss you? Jesus Christ. Lord Harchefont, there appears to be a man on his horse on the roof. Well, if it isn't my friend Sogeth Thubane, would you care for a plate of roast karaku? Some mulled wine? No? Ah, I see you have not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was in fact on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. Christ. Oh, these are some nice armors that I can't use. The beat of the paro.
The incident with the new frontier hands? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurth's soil.
Hold on here. Hold on here. No, just had to check his voice. No idea.
Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fortom does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies.
Fortom?
Or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
I guess. We went from fighting literally
Allow these
Ramu.
blessings be upon you. Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
Yes. Fucking Christ. Alright, where are we going? Hee-haw! Hee-haw! What's going on down there? A fate? Yeah. Oh, what a bright light. I think we should just fly towards it and see what it is. So hold on, where is it? This place over here? Yeah, hold on, I want to check something. Is that motherfucker's corpse still down here? No. But somebody just found it in their story mode. Ba, 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 ba. Fucking really? Here, perhaps? Oh. Drillmont. Ah, Drillmont! Drillmont! Sogeth, is there aught you would ask of me? Pray speak plainly. I'm a man of action and need no honeyed words. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say, by the Fury. But you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I must confess, then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly without warning and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. 'Tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this ice heart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Is this going to turn out to be fucking Shiva? Mayhaps you would care to question one of their recent victims. As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after the traitor was waylaid on the road. Patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that would aid you in your task. Great. Down we go. Fucking Christ. Oh wait, the hospital was up. Shit. It's up here. Ah, fucking triple triad! I hate this area. Yeah, I do too. It's a fucking labyrinth. Hey, but I found triple triad. That's pretty cool. The order. They must be played in the order they're found in the deck. Well, this could be bad. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, eat a dick. Man who just woke up from a coma. Give me your cards. Dick ass. Oh, okay, well. The fuck have you wandered into? Jesus Christ. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course, I'm quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to White Brim Front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground, and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals. They were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I was distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." You can trade in repeat cards for the coins in casino. Ah, fuck! I've just been throwing them away. I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived it all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Fair enough. I object. Oh, did you fucking fly away? Like, oh, fuck this. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You're like, fuck this. I'm not fighting this. Well, these guys don't seem so bad. You're telling me these two guys mugged a merchant and that was it? I don't see a mason here at all. Alright, well. Oh good, glad to be back here. Ah, draw your weapon, foul. Oh, wait, I recognize you, adventurer. You are come seeking heretics. What's going on? The taste of fear? Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced across one of their raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have them cornered in this ravine, and yet they are gone, vanished like icy wraiths. Look at that cool dude. That cool lady. It's a good thing I can fly. Wait, so that was right here? No. Wait, there's a fucking dungeon here? Oh. That's where she went. I don't know where she would have gone in then. She went into the dungeon, clearly. You glimpsed a woman atop the cliff. Could it be Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? And so where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the men to risk further investigation. It would be best were we to return to Whitebrim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Dralmont. Okay. Oh, I can't teleport there. There's the fucking crystal! Ah! Get me out of this fucking hell zone. Lord Dralmont! Some shady shit going on. Sogeth, it appears I owe you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found out near Snowcloak were some of my finest. That they should be bested so handily, I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. It would be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may well be the very lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Harchefont of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for the Iceheart and their fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody.
Why are we getting a dick shot?
But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart? Indeed, and this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma. As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Why don't we just find the tunnel that they climbed into and just flood it with water? And then when it freezes, they have nowhere to go. Why? Why? One or more party members were unable to teleport. Okay. She must be in a menu, I guess. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Teleport to Revenant's Toll. Sogeth, 'tis good to see you return to the Toll. How fared you with the frozen wastes of Kyothus? House Fortemps is to send us a second shipment. I must send thanks to Lord Harchafont for his continued generosity. Super weird, yeah. But even as our town grows in prosperity, I feel it will attract even greater numbers to those who do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alphanod's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. I'll take this. Brave New World! Oh, hey, we can get Yida's cowl. Alright. While you were away in Karthus, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed. Although Tataru does yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you head into the Rising Stones and see if your frantic receptionist could do with a hand? What the fuck did I hear behind me? What was all that noise? Tataru, calm the fuck down! These parchments need to be sorted in these documents. Why are they even here? Oh, I'm sorely tempted to file the lot in the waste paper basket. Ah, Sogeth, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid! Would you be a dear and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They've scattered about Revenant's Toll, and I haven't the time to track them all down. The recruits know to don their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You want to report directly back to Alphanod if you don't wish to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. Alright. I don't remember recruiting 8 people. Did we recruit like 3 or 4? Where these other fucking 8 people come from? Yo, put this on! Those who believe this company will see no riches are foresighted fools. The giving of oneself is an investment in the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause. Put this on! These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once the organization has made a name for itself, there shall be a wealth aplenty in selling replica costumes to the adoring masses. Yeah, about that. You! Shithead! What are you doing here? I thought it was best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Put this on. Ah, our new uniforms! I'm reminded of my induction into the Wood Whalers. Okay. Fucking dragon. Not for long, it ain't. The scarlet garb marks me as a proud member of the Maelstrom, and a hardy defender of Limsa Laminsa. Yet in truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm, and thought this new company a fine opportunity to contribute to a grander scale. Put it on. Oh ho! Now that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack of color. Not lack for color. Where the fuck is this other guy? Oh, they really want me to go looking, huh? I don't believe we've met. I'm Ilberd. And I'll have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much did I lose to the calamity, and I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. Uniforms are a shrewd decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is essentially a band of strangers. Wilfred. Little Alamigo could learn much from Revenant's Toll. That this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation. Never worn aught quite so voluminous. Voluminous? Voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time. Cover those tits! Sogathubane! Gods, I did not expect to meet you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toll. It is an honor to receive this uniform from your hands. I shall wear it with pride. What did I miss? 2 or 3 people. Wait. Sildair has at last retired from the adventurer's life, though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit. I'm excited to forge my own path forwards! Yes, the uniform, thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. Okay, so the last one should be over here, right there. Hello there, lad. Looking for me, was ye? I suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure I'd hear it amongst all the bustle. Oh ho, proper uniforms and all! This thing will cut off the blood to me head. Not to worry though, I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. Yeah. Alright, Elf. Show me what you got. We always seem to be making a new organization every other day, it seems. Yes, Sogath. Ah, Tataru mentioned you were handing out the new uniforms. Assume you've now met with the rest of the recruits? Some few answered the call to arms I put forth through the established grand companies and such. We are not even an army, yet there is much a small corps of elite warriors can achieve. Did I mention I'd thought of a name for the company? 'Tis my hope that it shall soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. The moment of truth draws near, Sogath. Once the last of the recruits have gathered, I shall make the official announcement. I thought I'd be able to name it. It's bullshit. Well, it's just Blue Grand
Comrades,
Company.
Your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made.
I thought we were going to have some sort of unique uniform.
With your strength now pledged to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea. From this moment forth, I declare you Crystal Braves, Let us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one. Whether it be the Beastmen and their primals, or the conflict in Carteneau, it is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed. Come, take your place at the Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all! For the freedom of all!
Alright. Again, a little disappointed with the uniform. It's just blue, other uniforms, yellow jackets, Grand Company.
A rousing speech, Alphino. Or should I say, Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur.
Please, Antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were. We are of the same purpose. Let us join hands and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready.
Yes. Right into another cutscene, huh?
I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions. Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension. Truly? Kryl is alive? Thank the 12. I see. Pray, inform me if her condition changes. Yes, I shall pass on your words to Urianger. My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. She's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but better that than death. Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance which accompanied the Isle's destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima. Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well? I wonder. Have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans?
No. Honestly, I should have probably absorbed the
Then
power
she
of
speaks to
Leviathan
neither
and
one of
Ramu.
us. Heidel's silence portends naught but ill, I fear.
So the fact that I didn't is a little weird.
Louisoix, I pray you yet watch over us.
That was his beating stick. That's why it's broken. I will take Ida's hat. Oh, what a delightfully sunny day. Very good. See that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope that this shipment has spared the fate of the last. The winds are uncommon. The winds are uncommon fierce this day. Oh, what a spooky looking castle. That's that castle we were looking at that one time. Major plot going on in there, probably. Or it's just some fucking old man. Some evil old man. Alright. Alright. Defenders of Eorzea! Hold on. A traitor in the midst again? How many times do we have to deal with a fucking traitor? Still got 43 main missions. Oh. Some knocked gauntlets. Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding. It avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such a time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Ashens, fucking Uranger? 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 Urage is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you knew already. Let us speak then of the more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. Afanad did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when the help comes from you. Afanad has entrusted countless matters of importance to your care in the past. I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Alright. It's always something, huh? Alf! What is it, Sogeth? And do be concise, I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see, well. Now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services. We are hard-pressed to answer all petitions, but I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Sogeth. Ilberd. There's a traitor in the midst. Could it mayhaps be the evil...
Hail to you,
The
sire.
evil guy?
How might we serve you?
The fuck was his name? The guy that tricked us into Ifrit? Could it be Ilberd? He looks pretty evil.
Commander bade you serve us?
Although I guess if you throw a beard on him, he is literally just inverted color me. I mean, look at him.
These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own.
Literally.
That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence.
Maybe you shouldn't tell it to me here because I can literally hear it echoing throughout the room.
Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause.
Richard Epcar. Richard Epcar. Oh, okay. That's why I was trying to recognize who the voice was. It's Gaius. It was the villain from the last arc. Last arc from Realm Reborn.
These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession
Well, the voice
nears its
actors
end,
change and
it is feared that the
Heaven's
Empire
Sword.
will
Yeah.
soon resume its march on
Unfortunately.
Eorzea.
Goodbye, Cam Clark.
When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Reborn of our findings.
Oh no, they are way
I
better.
would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames.
Fucking nobody's
and
better than
remain on
Cam
hand
Clark.
to
How
see that
dare
things
you?
go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway. And if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purpose by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-man army like you.
Speak with Reborn. Reborn. Alright, teleport to Alda. And you're out. Robot, is this just where you hang out? Just here? there better places you could be?
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
I'm not your friend.
He is here at my behest. Greetings, Reborn. It has been a while.
Wow, now that I've pointed it out, it is super obvious he was the voice of the villain.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many,
Reborn.
but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not?
I'm here too!
Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Bah,
Oh, shucks.
spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to him, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Hilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway.
Yes.
I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all.
Yeah. That's a good idea. The sinister music is definitely helping the decision.
So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monitarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days and drink to the future of our homeland.
Hold on. My brain's like, you fucking know this actor! Richard Epcar. Is this fucking Jiggin from Lupin? It's not liquid! Who do I fucking recognize this voice as? It is Jiggin! Of course it's Jiggin! That's why my brain was like, it's Jiggin! It's, yep, that is Jiggin. Jiggin. He played Akuma. Plays Raiden in Mortal Kombat. And he put those pieces together. Which means that he was also, hold on here. Scroll way to the bottom here. He was also, Myotismon, Edamon, and... Yeah. Myotismon, Edamon... was he not in Season 2? He was Myotismon. I forgot Myotismon came back. Man, this motherfucker's been around. Oh god, really? My childhood. He's been in almost every season of Digimon, apparently. How many times could fucking Myotismon possibly come back? He was in the Ippo dub, of course he was. He was also Ansem in Kingdom Hearts. How the fuck did I never fucking piece that together? And he was Bobobo. Of course he was Bobobo. Of course he was Bobobo. And he was in a lot of fucking anime I've never heard of. That's what happens when you're a voice actor in the early 2000s. You're in fucking everything. Anything else I should be aware of? He's played the Joker a lot, which is weird. This must have been pre-Mark Hamill is going to be the Joker forever. Yeah, and then he played Raiden. Fucking wow. No one liked Bobobo. I like Japanese Bobobo. I don't like English Bobobo, even though English Bobobo clearly is a taste. You know I'm right.
Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend.
Yeah,
I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Robon's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
I literally just stood here. Now pay me. Just standing inside of me. Bit more. No, now we're just getting gloves! For fuck's sakes! Our hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice to say, we must tread warily. But one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Levelure. Levelure? Ah! This fucking thing out of my face. Levelure, we just call him Alp. He eats cats. He's back in Pog form. We are returned from Alta, Commander. And not a moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble. You will recall the 4th was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to the destination. Gods damn it. It's gonna be evil, isn't he? According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity. I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask you for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garleans with more captives, yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilberd has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Alliance of the 4th lies in the Tangle, near the entrance to the Castrum Sentry. Seek her out, and she will apprise you of the situation. Yes. All right. Oh, you're waiting for me, are you? Kept you waiting, huh? It's always back to the Garleans, isn't it? Why must you just sit there like some toad? Please don't aggro the mud puppy. Of course you did. Why is everybody so obsessed with fighting you? Everywhere we go. They don't pick a fight with me because they know I'm big and I'm bad. You see a tiny little paper bard. Like, I could take it. I could take him. You would aid us in the rescue mission. We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garleans fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Garleans may be interrogating Resh, or worse, with her hurts, I fear that she will not long survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is as strong as mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the 4th, will infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Please help us find Resh before it's too late. Do not mind the mech standing on top of me. All right, Mary, go. Let's go. Let's Mary go. I literally probably could have just flown in and saved her. Or she's dead. Oh. Alright, I'll just put you in my pocket. Don't touch it! Where am I? Resh, thank the gods we found you! Thank you, Warrior of Light. Now to quit this accursed place. Resh cannot move with those wounds. She will need be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans will only be too happy to grant you in their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let me speak again once we are safely outside these walls. Yes. Alright. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I'm getting the shit kicked out of me. Oh, Lord. Okay, well. Looks like we're gonna have to start doing some combos. This one. Hey, wait a second. Somebody over here wants to play triple triad? That sounds like a diversion to me. Triple triad, motherfucker! Ascension. Cards ranks increase with proportion of the... Okay. What does this, oh my god! It's not so bad. Yeah, fucking... Hold on. Hold on, it's triple triad time. Huh. You've underestimated this. You've woefully underestimated this. Well, never mind. I didn't even get a good card out of that. Fuck that. You're in the middle of a war zone and you're playing triple triad. Triple triad, motherfuckers! I fight my war with the cards. The heart of the cards and all that. A man is always down for triple triad, no matter where he is. Alright, another one. Hee-yah! Let go of these fucking robots. Ah, fuck it, I can tank all these. Oh, so bad. Hopefully that was enough of a diversion. Even though, honestly, I probably could have just thrown them on my chocobo and blown them out. Aliane. I've awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe. We suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission's success to Commander Levelure. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones. The rising sand. I keep wanting to say the rising sands. Sand does not rise. Neither do stones, but sure. Levelure! It does me well to see you thus returned, though I doubt not your prowess. Entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to have been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to your expert ministrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Sogeth. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Sogeth, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid that there is no rest for the weary. I require you to accompany me to Coerthas. I have been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. You shall depart as soon as you are ready. Yes. More gloves. More gloves. I guess. Alright, I'm teleporting back to Mist. That's pretty much it for today. My voice is, fucking raw. I will put my chocobo away. Sure, whatever. Somehow I need to upgrade Marigo's parameters. Burst its limits. Fair enough. That's a good song. However, Kaminari, we are out of lobster. Have Jeeves fix us up some more. Pronto. Finally. Well, yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for today. So yeah, we've still got a lot more progress to do. A lot. We're on what, coming to terms? You're on coming to terms. Where is it? Where is it? Let's see what I can find. We're at coming to terms. I'm stuck with this cutscene. I clicked X. Oh, what a big cutscene. We have coming to terms, an intercession of saints, strength and unity, dark words, dark deeds, first blood, the path of the righteous, for the greater good, tendrils of intrigue, chasing ivy, domain connections, in flagrant delecto, a simple plan, the instruments of our deliverance, the road less traveled, eyes unclouded, the reason royale. Let us cling together. Good intentions. Bait and switch. Best laid schemes. The rising chorus. Aether in demand. On the counter offense. An uninvited Ashen. Memory of Moenbrida. Mask of Grief. Defenders of Ishgard. The Wyrm's Roar. Committed to the cause, volunteer dragon slayers, an allied perspective, the steps of faith, administrative decision, an unexpected ambition, ancient ways, timeless wants, where we are needed, the least among us, a time to every purpose, come but not gone, a parting glass, and before the dawn. So, you know, there's a lot, there's a fucking lot left. So I imagine we're going to still be playing Final Fantasy XIV Astral Era for a while. Wait a second, did I get a new move? Still, oh no, that's the same one. Yeah, so we're starting the answer in Persona 3 tomorrow. A whole new chapter of Persona. Yeah. Chapter, a whole new, that's a few streams for sure. Yeah, like fucking probably 3, maybe 4. We're still a ways away. We're starting a whole new thing in Persona 3. Hey, apparently Persona 3 Reload, real good. Take Persona 3. Remember, you're here forever, yeah. Take Persona 3 and just give all the stylings that Persona 5 had. Just throw that on top of Persona 3. And now, hey, apparently it's the best-selling Atlas game ever. Which is crazy. Just fucking crazy. People want Persona. Not Persona 5, apparently. Persona 3. So, yeah. We'll be starting the answer. We'll see whether or not... so take P3 and make it good, yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. We'll see whether or not the answer should be considered canon. If it's good or not, we'll have to fucking see. And then on Saturday, we're continuing more Sonic Heroes. We have Team Dark to play through. Then next week we have Team Rose. And then after that we got Team Chaotix. And then after that we have to collect all the Chaos Emeralds and do the final story. So we'll fucking see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't remember getting the Chaos Emeralds being hard. I don't remember getting the Chaos Emeralds being a difficult task, but apparently everybody's like, oh man, those Chaos Emeralds. Was I just a good gamer as a child? I don't imagine I was. But yeah, other than that, we have we're gonna start Persona 3 the answer tomorrow, and yeah. Fucking my eyes are glazing over. Alright. So, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see everybody tomorrow for some Persona 3. I'll see everybody then.